Before Guillaume could join with his liege's army, he needed to gather his own men and organize them into fighting order. To do this, he first needed to get a lay of the land. A collection of large rocks caught Guillaume's eye. Wary of hidden threats, he decided to investigate. Guillaume discovered a recently abandoned camp. A closer look would determine which direction the men went. Happy knowing that his men were nearby, Guillaume refocused his attention. Guillaume set off in search of his men, scouting the surroundings as he moved.
Prêt suis pour Normandie, j'avais savant.
With each gallop of his horse's hooves, more of Guillaume's land was revealed to him.
A meilleur grande gloire. Urve savant.
Guillaume had found his spearmen. However, they would need to be organized and prepared for battle, after which he could continue searching for the rest of his forces. With his spearmen found, Guillaume was one step closer to reclaiming his dukedom. First, he would need to organize them under his command. Only then could he continue his search for the rest of his forces. He gathered his spearmen and coordinated them into proper rank and file.
Escoltez!
Guillaume knew that his men would need to follow his every command in the coming battle, and so he assigned them as a group under his control. Guillaume's spearmen were now a respectable fighting unit. It was time to march on in search of more reinforcements.
Leggere chose est vert ce que dei. Pour Andrei.
Guillaume's cousin and treacherous rebel Guy de Bourgogne had erected a wooden palisade along the path in an attempt to halt Guillaume's progress. However, this was no problem for his spearmen, who destroyed it with ease. An enemy patrol had been scouting the area. Guillaume knew that his spearmen were the perfect counter and saw this as an opportunity to test their mettle.
Pensez pour pensets de vos armes. Allons! Au honneur et force!
With his spearmen now proven in battle, Guillaume and his men moved on. A group of enemy archers blocked Guillaume's path. He knew their long range would give them a distinct advantage over his spearmen. As luck would have it, a regiment of his loyal horsemen had been spotted close by. Guillaume once again proved he was a shrewd tactician. He knew his horsemen had the speed to run down and defeat the much slower archers. With his horsemen now battle-hardened, Guillaume focused on locating his own regiment of archers.
Honor e forza.
Guillaume found his archers hidden within a quiet village. They reported that a group of enemy spearmen were on their way to secure the area. Guillaume noticed the hill nearby and knew it would be a perfect spot for an ambush.
Obedio. Sì. Ambula. Deusel.
Guillaume's plan once again proved true. His archers shot down the enemy spearmen from their strategic position. With his forces now gathered under his command, Guillaume prepared to rendezvous with his ally, King Henri I of France.
Uth la Dieu merci. Uth honor e forza. Onore e forza!
Now bolstered by his liege's forces, Guillaume marched to battle.
Pour Andrei.
The time had finally come. Guy and his rebel army stood in open defiance against the combined forces of Guillaume and King Henri. Guillaume had mastered numerous skills, and now it was time to put those skills to the test. Henri had granted Guillaume the right to initiate the attack, and on his order, the fight for his dukedom would begin.
Sagitta in arco.
Obeir et...
Bene. Stop. Archier para audience. Parates servientes. Parate, intendo. Siest. Parat. Bene. Arco parat. Siest. Quemandes. Arquière ambulance. Reparate, arquiers. Momentesi, arquière. Bene, bene.
Scara formata. Obeio.
Prête suis pour Normand.
Will, Laves, Quedmantes. Cavallo. Quiete, cavals.
Vos tres lanques. Lanquiers parate. Preparate, arquiers. Lanquiers, si. In ayuda!
Cavallarios parats.
It was during this battle that Guillaume first demonstrated his prowess as a warrior of Viking descent. He single-handedly turned the tide of battle and inspired his men to victory.
Cavallarios
With his forces depleted, Guy de Brion was utterly defeated and fled. It was said that the dead were so numerous they floated downstream and clogged the local water wheel. It was this victory at Valesdune where Guillaume first displayed his militaristic genius and demonstrated his fighting prowess. It was here that he established himself as the undisputed Duke of Normandy. (1065), and Guillaume is marching west to deal with the last threat to his duchy, the Duke of Brittany Conan II. Chateau de Dinan was a formidable fortress and would need an impressive army to siege its walls and bring down the keep. Guillaume entrusted the raising of such an army to his wife, Mathilde de Flandre, Duchess of Normandy. First, Mathilde would need to gather resources, a job for her loyal villagers.
¿Qué?
Resources were essential in constructing buildings and producing units, and could be found all across the land.
Uligo.
But Mathilde knew the most important resource to begin gathering was food.
Ubi vado? Vacas.
Food was key in recruiting villagers and military units. More villagers would be required if she was to raise a large army. To do this, she turned to her town center, an important landmark where new villagers could be recruited.
Si.
Villagers could also construct a variety of military and economic buildings.
Quod.
Some of these buildings were used to make resource gathering more efficient, such as the mill.
Alla materia.
Spero.
The town could no longer grow without additional homes. Mathilde ordered her villagers to construct new houses to accommodate the growing population.
Wood.
Mathilde ordered construction of the mill close to the berry bushes as an alternative drop-off point for her villagers.
Edifico.
Next was wood, a key resource in the construction of many buildings and essential to the success of any town.
Edifico.
Mathilde constructed a lumber camp close to a forest, a good source of wood.
Quad.
Wait.
Si. Escolto. Laburo.
Ah, finit.
Ubi vado.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Che? Escolto. Me. Quad. Parat somes. Si. Coligo. Spero. Quad. Procedo. Si. Colonne Esperant. Bene. Alla
Further
materia.
growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
Vado. Escolto.
Escolto.
Able to move
Bene.
quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources.
Parat. Si.
Ubi vado.
Mandes. Escolto.
Spero. Capere. Che? Capio. Me. Ambulo. Capians.
Exploro. Certe. Cavallo. Vado. Cavallo.
It was time for Mathilde to begin gathering the resource that ruled the known world: gold. Fortunately, a gold vein could be found nearby, and Mathilde set her villagers to work mining it.
Capians. Mandemans.
Escolto.
Cavo.
Intendo.
Laburo.
Bene.
With her food supply running low, Mathilde constructed farms to replace the depleted berry bushes. They would provide a constant supply of food.
Faked.
Finit!
Like all great leaders, Mathilde made expert use of local government. They aided her in organizing the villagers and assigned them roles within the settlement.
Finit!
Mathilde's small town was now thriving and ready to progress to the next age of prosperity. To mark the occasion and celebrate her villagers, Mathilde ordered the construction of a landmark.
Escolto, vado. Che? Ubi vado? Cavo. Capere. Movens. Sapiens.
Landmarks allowed a settlement to grow, granting access to more complex buildings and veteran units. The town had grown from just a handful of villagers to a fully established settlement. Mathilde had erected a landmark, announcing to the land that this town was a blossoming settlement. It was the perfect platform from which to forge an army and launch a siege on Conan's castle. It was time to build an army. Mathilde had everything she needed to amass a force capable of bringing down the walls of Dinant. Mathilde was aware of Conan's powerful horsemen. She knew spearmen would prove to be a useful counter. They would make up the core of her army.
Cursor obedience.
Sis homes. Laboura. Me plect. Benefect. Quid me? Si, bene. Sur moine mans. Io ma sono la cose. Felice et beat. Laburanz en les mans.
Qued Mendes?
Si voleis!
Lanquier Barat. Tourma. Prompte. Prompte. Vai. Lanquier Barat. Tourma. Lanquier Barat.
Mathilde then turned her attention to producing her own horsemen, a particular strength of the Normans.
La bourse inhérence. Vale, excavo. Capere? Movo. Vado capere. Vado labura. Buon la anas la carna.
Parier et préparier l'enquiers. Vadé l'enquiers. Comprendo.
Non, qu'est-ce sans preuve ça?
Lanquier, m'écoute!
Lanques, sopra roxa.
Sígueme.
Beneffect.
With the horsemen saddled and ready for war, Mathilde was confident they would be able to deal with any archer threat that may appear. Archers would be a useful tool to have in her own army, so Mathilde began the production of skilled bowmen.
Quetabour? Inhérence. Comme Mitrenka. Vide aussi. Cos'è sera ma sonata? Buon capere? Bene.
Parat!
Cavallarios, Guidamur! Successo!
Quel confect.
Obeio!
Arquier Parat. Quemandes. Sagita in arco. Arco Parat. Sagita in arco. Quemandes. Arco Parat. Arquier Parat. Quemandes. Arco Parat.
Guillaume was accompanied by an unusual ally, the powerful Anglo-Saxon Earl, Harold Godwinson. They were met with a sprawling town and a mighty army. Mathilde had done her job as Duchess flawlessly, something Guillaume was very much used to. She would remain behind and efficiently run the settlement, while Guillaume marched against Conal.
Attention!
Si?
Guillaume knew this would not be an easy siege, but was confident in his forces and his own abilities as a leader. Guillaume and Harold set off to the castle of Dinant.
erstes.
Inte stopp! Nu får Cortina!
This was the Chateau de Dinan, Conan's stronghold in Brittany. With its capture, Brittany would never be in a position to threaten Normandy again. To capture it, Guillaume needed to seize Conan, who had barricaded himself inside the keep atop the hill. He sounded the charge and laid siege to the keep.
Huskala Hildebus! Yes, understood! Minus! You can hästas! Javiaru Huskala! Huskala Hildebus! Svarta! Standard Jaru Huskala! It shall slay! Qualum them! It's hunter feonum! Qualum them! It shall slay! Hast du etwas? Ich am death! It's hunter feonum! Huskala Hildebus! Ich am death! It's hunter feonum! You can this! Min lust! It shall slay! Qualum them! It's hunter feonum! Ich am death! It shall slay! Hit the stone! Hildebus Huskala! Javiaru Huskala! Standard Jaru Huskala! Qualum them! Unterferno! Hast du etwas? Hitt dich stål! Der Sultan! Wir los!
Brittany was no longer a threat. Mathilde's administrative expertise had once again proved essential to Guillaume's strength. Harold was rewarded with arms, men, and even a knighthood. According to Norman historians, it was here that Harold swore on holy relics to support Guillaume in his claim to the English throne. An oath sworn was a form of contract, recognized by law and church. Breaking one sworn upon a holy relic would be like breaking a contract with God, and thus have dire consequences. For now, it appeared that Guillaume had formed a strong alliance. However, it would not take long for it to lay in tatters. Guillaume and Harold would come to clash at one of the most infamous battles in history. It is January the 5th, 1066, and Edward the Confessor, King of England, is dead. Harold Godwinson, Earl of Wessex, is elected King of England the following day by the Witan. Harold also claimed that Edward named him his successor upon his deathbed. For Guillaume, this was an absolute betrayal. He believed the throne of England was his by right. He needed to ferry a massive army, with their supplies, armor, weapons and horses, across the body of water now known as the English Channel. He began construction of a dockyard capable of building his fleet.
Ecce li mandement. Qui est, colonnes? Vado laborar.
Felice et beate.
Io ma sono la cose. Cos'è sarà massonata?
Escolte bene. Movamos, vale tuts. Benefect.
Oncle Michel.
With his fleet now built, Guillaume set about the momentous task of loading his forces.
Pour Andrei.
Tuts udite.
Si, comprendo.
¿Qué demandes? Quito mon site. Mandement viente. Pace scolti. Silleme. Servientes. Attention. Respect. Audit. Mandement viente. Audite. Ordines.
With the winds now more favorable, and reports of Harold's army marching north to fight off a Viking threat, Guillaume was finally ready to launch his invasion.
Servientes.
He plotted his
Attention.
course and set sail for
Pace.
England.
Es tuts mauvais. Coupé.
Norman historians tell us Guillaume received consent for the invasion from Pope Alexander II, thus making a conquest of England a holy mission. Guillaume would land at the old Roman fort of Pevensey. The Anglo-Saxons had taken up residence inside, but they would prove no match for Guillaume's trained soldiers. He landed his forces and took the settlement.
Veillance l'ennemi!
La Dieu merci. Bataille de Serchun. Ben Seith vostre commande. L'ennemi s'attend à l'une.
Les Smalsons sont ici!
Foulanders. Leger jus est ver zucede. Nis ne remendra vis.
Veillance l'ennemi! Cursor obéissance. Comprendo!
Quod mandes? Labor sperans. Vigilo cum vado.
Caminens, Prudence.
Cavalario, parade.
Quai de Labour.
Si sommes. Si, parade.
Mandesqued.
Io me vendrai.
Parades pour Labourard. Parade pour venir.
Quedme, pratetera,
Qued me. Labourantsen limans.
labour sperans.
Escolte bene. Secco materia.
Allez.
Cavale parate. Si, vado! Ambulo. Oyez, oyez. Cavallo ici. Cum grande course. Cum grande course. Si volets. Oyez, oyez. Ambulo. Les Smelson sont ici.
The promise of land and riches in England had spread far and wide. Knights and mercenaries alike flocked to Guillaume's cause in the hopes of attaining great rewards. A large number arriving from the recently subdued Brittany.
Dan saith vostre commande.
Yes?
Commandes.
Eure Diane.
Archier parat. Arco parat.
Vinhesta.
Commandes. Sagita in arco.
Yeah.
Sagita in arco. Archier parat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Eure Diane. Vinhesta. Vinhesta. Eure Diane.
Legere chose est ver ce que dei.
Yedita Upa. Eoridas. Farah.
Avant, la regarde, ne les raiderait. Murt sunt. Sergent, allons trouver les ennemis. De bataille, appareillez-vous et Alex! Uth la Dieu merci! Pour Andrei. Fundusund! Desurcumans vostre uccisiun! Jules confundre! Jufiers! Malde eterntil! Les omnis confundens!
Guillaume now had a foothold in England. From here, he would have time to secure his location and resupply his forces before marching north and meeting Harold in battle. It would be at Senlac Hill that Guillaume, Duke of Normandy, would come to be forever known as William the Conqueror. It is January the 5th, 1066. And for Guillaume, this was an... Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. 250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself. On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Soyez prest, compagnon.
Odite, servientes.
Certes. Si compos voldres.
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall.
Certes.
Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. He aimed to lure the Anglo-Saxons into a false sense of victory, causing them to break formation. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move. With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. Had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders. But William had an answer. His sharp-eyed archers. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse.
Arquer parade. Arquer ambulance. Parade. Arquer. In avant. Parade. Allez, arquer.
More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army.
Arquer.
Donex nuevos adversaries vostros servos. Mon destrier remagne. For vostro servizio.
With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself.
Arson chevalier. Incontinent.
The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his.
Si comme vos hombres.
The Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic.
Tous sommes prêts.
Compagnons, reste courage.
Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning. At the Battle of Hastings, the death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations. Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge. But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together, they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control. William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter? William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take the towns back by force.
L'heure est besognée. Wanda, je commande, avant. Certes. Affaibloyons l'ennemi. C'est comme dans Moldre.
Parenthèse. Nagitas Pisas.
Chevalier, reste pour un pied.
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his armies soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
Archetsmets vos always, avant!
Udite!
Ubi vad movens?
Escolto, escolto.
Me? Sì.
What?
Ascolto.
Ubi vado? Vado. Che? Movens.
Spero. Vado.
Me? Sì. Sì. Spero. In avant.
Sì. Ambulo. Quod? Procedo.
Spero. Ambulo.
Soyez prêts pour votre service.
Escolto. Laborans la...
Che? Capere.
Me? Secco. Si. Alla materia.
Me? Materia. Mandements. Capiens. Ubi vado? Edifico. Quod? Bene.
Ubi vado? Che? Ma sono...
Escolto. Laburo. Porrefaction. Masono. Spero. Finit. Sì. Che? Me? Alla materia. Ubi vado? Escolto.
Si.
Escolto.
Escolte. Tous. Materia. Che?
Ubi vado?
Me? Lavoro.
Sì.
Fake.
Edifico. Laborans la terre.
Quedmandes. Cavallons. Si. Vado. Cavalario parat. Cavallio.
Quod. Vado. Edifico.
Me. Vado.
Spero. Procedo. Codigo. Edifico. Lavoro ubi vado. Ascolto.
Non è stato.
Bene. Lavoro.
Parat. Vado. Ensala. Vado. Cavallo. Si. Escolto.
The Norman army was now well supplied by a town,
Escolto.
but it would take a sustained effort to keep the army at full strength.
Escolto. Cavallo. Si.
Another rebel town, Fulford, stood in defiance to William's rule.
Exploro. Si. Cavallo. Vado. Si. Bene. Escolto. Escolto. Vado. Ah! Exploro? Si. Exploro? Certe. Escolto. Certe. Cavallo. Bene. Escolto. Vado. Cavallo. Vado. Escolto. Bene. Si.
Accespets vos, compagnon. Je suis votre serviteur.
Ensala. Si. Escolto. Escolto. Bene.
Attendez, avertissez vos chevalier! Quand je commande, avant! Retrayez vos à moi.
Ici.
Accespets vos, nos allons!
Ici.
Fulford rebels eliminated, William was one step closer to York. Knowing he would face strong resistance in the city, William prepared to bolster his cavalry.
Che? Vado caver. Movo. Escolto. Massono. Quad, procedo. Cavo. Lavoro.
L'heure est de besogne. Avant, compagnon.
Spero. Seco. Orchest. Alla materia. Comprendo. Comprendo. Vado. Seco. Movo. Lavoro.
The Norman army came under attack from a new enemy, the Danes.
Exploro.
William's army held back the Danes' attack, but they threatened to return unless William paid them in gold.
Accespets vos, compagnon. Assaillez vos armes. Nous allons.
Escoltes, colones. Colones caminans. Bene. Massono. Intendo.
Parat. Si! Escolto. Assaut! Cavallo. Si. Si. Commandes. Caval parat. Cum grande course. Cavallo ici. Si voleis. Les malsommes sont ici! Comprendo. Ambulo. Oye, oye. Oye, oye. Ambulo. Cum grande course. Cavallo ici. Oye, oye. Cavallo ici. Ambulo.
Attendez les commandements.
Aces metzvos, nos allons!
Mandesqued.
Restus substres! Allons! L'enemy's not...
The Normans discovered the source of the Danes' threat, an outpost on the water. William had a choice: bypass the encampment, destroy it, or pay the Danes the gold they demanded.
Aces metzvos always! Avant! À l'arson, chevalier! Chevalier! Reste pour entier! Si comme vos voldres! Mort de les agresseurs! Pour votre service!
In destroying the Dane outpost, William stripped the rebels of a crucial ally.
Si, Parat. Odio. A medio course.
William's ultimate goal was within his grasp. All that remained was to enter York and destroy its keep.
Certes!
Labour Spérance. Quid Labour? Vado laborar. Io ma sono la cosa.
Labour Spérance.
Cose sarà ma sonata? Io ma sono la cosa.
Qued me? Parats pour laboura. Cos'è era massonata? Barak Porvenir. Anas la Carnasse.
With their stables in place, the Normans could add more cavalry to their army.
Attention! Adens Portataya!
L'heure est incontinent.
Avant, compagnon!
Benefect.
Six hommes. Si, cavo. Vado laborar.
Acces mets vos, comprendre, je commande, avant. Si comme vos voldrez.
Barats pour labourar.
Six hommes. Escolte bene.
Io ma sono la cose. Benefect. Squad labour. Mande squad. Vale, excavo.
Barak Porvenir. Quant labor a vostra.
Cursor
Demandes.
obéissance. Cum grand course.
Quid ordines?
Obéir, c'est cette vertu.
Qued mandes. Perfecte.
Arquière Barak.
Si, Barak.
Quel est votre plaisir?
Sagita in arco.
Quid mande?
Arco Barak.
Brest par une sanglante hâtie. Canario, Barak. Dicte-moi la soigne.
Arquière Barak.
Quid ordines?
Mande squad. Perfect.
Poisson, vos commandement.
Seco materia. Cose sera ma sonata. Parats pour laborar. Vado laborar.
Quel est votre plaisir?
Cose sera ma sonata. Io ma sono la cosa. Vado laborar.
Ascolte bene! Io ma sono la cose.
Prest pour une sanglante hâtive.
Vado laborar. Cos'è sarà massonata?
Ecce li mandamont.
Sì, comprendo.
Quel est votre plaisir?
Cos'è sarà massonata? Io ma sono la cose. Vado a lavorare. Io ma sono la cose.
Vai.
Prends. Tutto so di te. Retourne bido, sì.
Vale.
Secco materia. Cos'è sarà massonata? Vale.
Tourna.
Felice et beat.
Buona ciel pour la materia.
Tourna.
Donetz-moi vos advits. Sie kommt vos voudrets.
Hold votre service. Qu'il soit vaincu et battu. Assayez vos armes. Nous allons. Incontinent. Je suis votre serveuse. Je cours dessus. À la somme, chevalier!
The Norman army poured into York and began sacking the town as they bore down on the keep.
Reste tous sans stress!
Cavalario, parade!
Get the cavals! Votre jetzt was Hawaii! Sie kommt was Wondres!
Avertissez vostre courage, compagnons! Salus und Ordonnanz! Qu'ils soient vaincus et mal! Si très tous vont mourir!
Momentesi, arqueres, floatus! Cito bravo!
À l'assaut, chevalier! Incontinent!
Scara formata!
The keep fell to the Norman army, and York was secured. The Northern Rebellion was over, and William the Conqueror was uncontested as King of England. William the Conqueror had recaptured York from the rebels. Now he wanted to teach them a lesson for defying him. He began a brutal campaign of destruction to crush any further resistance, known as the Harrying of the North. Villages and crops were destroyed. It is said 100,000 people were killed. With ruthless efficiency, William the Conqueror had secured obedience in his new kingdom. But it wasn't to last. It would be thrown into chaos by his own children. When William the Conqueror died in 1087, his favorite son succeeded him. King William II, known as William Rufus. But 13 years into his reign, disaster struck. While out hunting, he was killed. William's youngest brother took his place as King Henry I. But there was a problem. At the time, Henry's elder brother, Robert, Duke of Normandy, had been on crusade. When he returned, he was furious that Henry had grabbed the throne. From Normandy, Robert attempted to invade England to claim the crown from his brother. But he failed and returned home. In retaliation, Henry struck back. In a reversal of 1066, he crossed the Channel and invaded Normandy, intent on undermining his brother Robert's rule. His first target was Bayeux. This rich and splendid city was one of the jewels of Normandy. Henry was to begin his campaign by unleashing his forces on the city. Bayeux was about to feel the wrath of the English army. In the brotherly feud over Normandy, King Henry I set out to make an example of Bayeux, a town still loyal to his brother Duke Robert. Henry's archers took up position on high ground outside the city and faced an immediate attack by Robert's cavalry patrol. Having deployed their palings, Henry's archers were well protected against the cavalry charge. They defeated the first patrol.
Abuga, Strelborn.
As Henry set his sights on burning Bayeux, more reinforcements arrived to join his army.
Look at you be ready, Frekes. I shall lead you.
Speel det, mess! Je gör min gissa! Herregård Gaston Way! Strävare och gänga!
Peter, stand in the yard! I shall lead you! Spiller, go to Falmouth! Alla skytten!
Abuga, Strelborn! Voljende, Heso!
Alla skytten! Ja!
Ik är om Schotten!
The English approached Bayeux and saw that its towering stone walls would not be breached by manpower alone. Henry would need siege equipment and a defensible location to construct it.
At mina ord!
Wes in Freckenson! Ansagen!
Garwingen!
Strelborn! Jerwa!
Jerwa! It will!
Equilla! Onda je tefas! Strelborn! Siste!
Tulkas! Ja! Certas! Und Bundestrailum! Askunande!
Yeah, we are!
Strelboran! Bere! Alle Knittens! Ja! Today is none but that! It's limit to hear them!
Beo Strelboran, Sithe Strelboran, Bereth.
Hier sind die Schildhände! Erfurter! Hier! Griffes! In der Schand! Und Friede du, Tulkas!
Beo Strelboran, Strelboran, Bereth. Strelboran und Sithe.
Garu Ufer! Nu, Tulkas, second yard.
Strelboran!
Yes, sir! Swai,
Styria, Strelboran!
Knitters stand
Henry now called for the services of a blacksmith to bolster the siege effort.
Kära Ruga. Hästes kommende. Eat your work up. That Shula Beo Timlab. Each timber Thaios. Eat your work up. Swai, Shepende. Each timber Thaios.
Jetteth I ready ut readeth nu, Tulkas.
Eat your fluke that. Yarwa Yoala. That Shule Beotimlan.
With a blacksmith on hand, Henry's infantry would soon be ready to construct siege equipment.
Strelboran, Yerwa. Strelboran och Ganga.
Ikeum, Shortle! Praisindon Sekende!
Jörð uppe. Hon vet va? Hästes kommende. Red Dima. Each timber Thaios. Yarwa Yoala. Each will pay if they'll fend it.
infantry could now construct battering rams, siege weapons designed to break open fortress walls.
Yes, sir. When they are... What, sir, they say?
Ferdinand! It shall be timbre, this. Yes, sir. That timbren shall bail. Yahweh. That timbren shall bail. Yes, sir.
It shall be Timbrethis.
And you work it for it they know. Each Philadelphia. That's surely biotic, and you work it. Off each a guy. Yes, they'll fit day. Here Wendy off. Each a worker. Each a worker. Each Timbrethaios. That's sole biotempra. Idzie bruke dat.
Yarway Iawarla.
Ike.
On your worker. Eat your worker. Aor Kalenda. Kuslist. West Duhala.
Veradon. Yes, sir. Where's the water? There are you work. Each a worker.
What Thurfaith, eh? Each Timbrathea. What Thurfaith, eh? That Shule Bayo Timbran.
What the Idzie bruke dat. Yes, sir. Where's the water?
Veradon.
That's sole biotempra. Veradon. Yarrow to work. It's Timbratheos.
Vinhesta.
What Thurfaith, eh?
What Hestes? On the way. Vieru Sierra Yaru. Vieru Sierra Yaru. What Hestes?
Full day hit.
Bayard May.
That's timber and shale bail.
What Thurfaith, eh? Each a worker.
Yeah.
Hessam.
Yaru.
work it.
Yaru Hessam.
Yes, sir? Where's the holler? What's their fate, eh?
With the power of battering rams,
Yes, sir?
the English army could crack open Bayer's mighty walls.
Bail death men. Yeah, we have.
It shall be timbre, this.
Strele fuse.
It's a vida Hessa. Hit beard full.
The Enunciado Yar on Sverende!
Strele fuse. Flabuga strelboren.
Here we are. What has done? The Enunciado Yaro! Haknawa! Oliente Hesso!
Bayer's walls had failed, and Henry's men could now storm the city. Robert's garrison made a last stand to defend Bayeux, but Henry would show no mercy in cutting them down and burning their city.
What has done? Yeah, we are the Enunciado Yaro! What has done?
It is Sitha for Fonte Freckles. Mit Baldenes. Look how we'll be ready, Freckles. Admira World. Admira World.
Fight the Enuceras! What has done? Yebrekende!
Blood Boga, Arod.
Ramrekas! The Enunciado Wakende! Ram Yaro!
Underfonda, Hildeshock, Blood Boga, Arod.
It is Sitha for Athens. Sitha is none more than.
The Enunciado Yaro! Hesta Nawa!
Grites! In the Halleschwitter!
What has done? Daunting Vata! The Enunciado Yaro!
Arthur Grites! Ja! Avita Yara Armas! Grites, stand in der It's livet du here! Certas!
We send Yerward! Here cometh forth we got! The Enunciado Yaro! Herende has the what has done! On the way!
Strelboren, Yaru.
Alla Grites, ja! None shall live! Grites, in the sun!
Yeah!
Strelbora.
Grites, stand in the Judaeus, none more than! Yes! Cornelius! Into the sun!
Gentlemen, Anschera!
Have a swing then!
Brigando! Swaana! Bandiera Siena! Bandiera Siena! Black Boga abroad! Rabiaro! Piero Sierra Siaro! This valiente eso! Piero Saras! Westende!
Arthur Cornelius! Yeah! Yes, the Stingers! Pretende!
Hildebus Huscara!
Cornelius standing there! How will the deer? How the Cornelius?
Wasted Yerwin! Donde Swahaden!
Apple Cornelius! Yar! Ishalene Yao! Fourth Warden! Rekende!
As Bayeux burned and the people fled in terror, King Henry basked in the victory over his brother Duke Robert. But Henry would not stop until all of Normandy was back under the English crown.